Wow, our last 3 Bible stories have all been about God's temple. Have you noticed? That's how important God thinks it is for us to be together when we learn about how to be better people. It's just a shame that we can't do that at the moment, isn't it? So, King Solomon built the temple first, then King Josiah helped to bring it back to life after people had started to ignore God. Then, when they continued to ignore God, and God took his people away from Jerusalem to Babylon as punishment, God inspired King Cyrus to let Ezra go back and rebuild it again. Do you think God's people will learn this time and finally get it right? Finally start behaving how God wanted them to? Do we? Oh, there's a good question, isn't it? Right, shall we pray? Dear God, thank you for the book of Ezra, and that you used him and King Cyrus to rebuild your temple and remind people how important you are. I just pray that you help us to remember how much you love us, and that you have our futures all planned out too. Right. 1, 2, 3. Amen! Just before we sing another song, shall we find out what another of our Friday Club leaders wanted to be when they grew up and what God actually had planned for them? Here's Lucas!
Hi Albert. When I was little, I wanted to be a footballer. Now that I'm a grown-up, I can tell you that football hasn't quite panned out, so I'm currently working in the prison and probation service.
You see, you never really know what God's got planned for you in your life. You just have to trust that he's looking after you. Right, let's have another song.